Happy Sunday, y'all. Boruto episode 248. Nigga, hold on, let me fix the camera. Happy Mother's Day, too, out there. Boruto episode 248, Born Zero, the Homeless Hokage, Clean 15. Now, first and foremost, let me just say, at the beginning of this episode, right, I was like, what are we doing? Because the animation looked fucked up. Boruto looked Mexican. Like, shit was all over the fucking place. And the first thought I had was, after this episode, I gotta go watch Boruto episode 189 just so I could know where the potential of animation and art could be. And it was up until pretty much like the whole jellyfish shit where it felt like, I don't know if there was like a separate team that came in and was like, no, dog, we gotta take the reins of this. Because from like the jellyfish, which I thought was a cool jutsu, from that on, it was just like a different show. So let me talk about first and let me talk about my nigga Metal Lee. Metal Lee, right? And I don't even remember what that last episode was, but I felt like in the last review, I was saying, like, I hope Hebichiigo don't die because that's the one that made Metal Lee a man, right? Well, let me get my notes ready. Let me get these notes, nigga. Hold on, pause. Now, as far as the Hebichiigo pack goes, to me, that I felt that one more than the Kagura one. The Kagura one was like, oh shit, they're killing him. It was not even a disappointment. Like, it was only disappointing because of how much like potential he has as a character. Like it wasn't even sad or anything. It was kind of like, damn, you killed him already. Like, all right, I guess. It was a cool death, but it was kind of like I didn't really feel for it. The only negative thing was again, like, damn, he could have been Mizukage and all this shit. He was gonna be OP in the future. Niggas was gonna throw hands if there was like a fifth grade Shinobi War or some shit. But as far as this one goes, it was kind of sad because they built up that little romance. You know, and I'm a nigga that like romance. So my nigga Metal Lee, she was the reason why I actually like Metal Lee again. Now this nigga fucking heartbroken. This is probably like the first time he ever had like a little crush and shit. I don't remember like early episodes too well. I don't know if he had like another little thing on the side that he was messing with back in the Leaf Village. But as far as this goes, I feel like this is gonna scar Metal Lee for life. And it seems as if they kind of hinted at, she may have some way helped him with his anxiety problem. So maybe he just thinks about her and shit. He don't have anxiety no more. He just throw fucking hands. Maybe he just has rage. I don't know. Sadness, all that shit. If this nigga was a motherfucking Uchiha, I think he would have had like a Sharingan moment right there. Compared to Sarada, this probably would have been like his Sharingan awakening as opposed to Sarada having like 2 or 3 Tomoe if you're talking about the manga. But in terms of another point, I want to talk about the gap in approach when it came to this war between the Seven Swordsmen and pretty much the Leaf Village Shinobi, right? So there was a moment where Bunta had approached Sarada and was like, you know, you're being too fucking serious about this shit. I don't like you intellectual types because you don't know what's gonna happen until we actually throw these fucking hands. Like, fuck it. And that same thing goes with Hebichiigo when she talked to Metal Lee. She was like, dog, you know how many times niggas stronger than me died and got packed up? The reason why they died is because they were willing to sacrifice their own lives for other people. So it was like, it's pretty dope to see the gap in approach between, I don't know if it's because the Seven Swordsmen are like former criminals and they're kind of clinging, at least in the origin of them, they kind of clung to the old ways of the Mist Village. And I don't know if it's just a Mist Village thing in general. And then you see the difference in the Shinobi from the Leaf, where it's all about teamwork and friendship and all that shit. I like to see that approach. Even Kawaki is a little bit more on that Bunta side of things, where he even had that moment where he was like, dog, it's killed or be killed out in these streets. You gotta catch some bodies. And I feel like Boruto had a couple of bodies in this episode. He was stabbing niggas in the kunai with the kunai and shit. So things were different between the two. But damn, bruh, she didn't have to die. I feel like they didn't have to kill her. Let it be a close call. Let one of them That's why Sarada needs to know fucking medical ninjutsu, bruh. Like, what the fuck you doing, Sarada? This is your fault. Yeah, and this is her fault, because she was like, dog, I didn't want no one to die when I was out here. But that's a cool thing, too. Like, I feel like in terms of Sarada versus Bunta, Sarada probably does have the tougher task in being a shinobi just because of the moral part of it. Like, damn, I gotta make sure no one out here fucking dies. Whereas even on the Funado clan, it was kind of like we're all about self-sacrifice. We seen that jutsu where, bro, I thought it was called the water back shot, but it was buckshot. I had to rewind that shit for a little bit. R.I.P. to Anime Kisser, bruh. That's where I tried to watch it. Then I had to go somewhere else through their links and shit. So R.I.P. Shout out to Shuex. But yeah, we seen the difference in philosophy essentially. I feel like if I was in war, I would have to like change my identity. I would probably have to be more on that not the Mizukage, but that hit and miss village type of energy. I wouldn't kill my friends and shit, but dog, I wouldn't be like, hey bro, let me jump on this bomb and save you niggas. Fuck that nigga. I gotta go home and see my family. Fuck the bullshit. Now, another thing that I thought was crazy about this was there's such there's been impactful moments throughout this arc. Now the entirety of the arc itself hasn't been the best, but when it came to like the impactful moments, these crazy fights, they're teasing yet again the next fight, and they've been doing this since what's his name, Tenma fought Kawaki and Bunta and all them. Like they've been teasing. Like we haven't even got to the final boss. We haven't even got to Boruto fighting like the friend that he made on the island yet, because we know he's trying to avenge his sister as well. And not only that, but Funamashi, I don't know what the fuck his name is, the guy who's trying to avenge Sidon, he's not even dead yet. This is gonna be like their part 3 fight, bruh. We got 2 bodies, like a couple crippled motherfuckers on the other side. I feel like the only pack we didn't even get to see was Tenma. And that's when the Mizukage came through and packed him up. We didn't even really see. I think they off-screened him, really. So we haven't even seen, like, they're making these guys OP. These dudes are OP as shit. And I really think it's just because Team 7 is like, bruh, Team 7 is essentially on their own with a couple extra people in a village where nobody even trained to be a shinobi. I think that they're kind of handicapped, but I like that shit. But that's all I got. Shout out to everybody. This was a cool episode. Like I said, it started off, I was kind of scared because like the animation was straight garbage. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? This is not Boruto, dog. I felt like I was watching a bootleg. And then like it just progressed. It turned into like there's so many screenshot moments. Like I probably had like 3 different thumbnail ideas throughout this shit. One was gonna be like Boruto looking fucked up. Then they started doing all these flashy colors. This nigga's doing all types of jutsu and all this shit. So shout out to them. I don't even know what they're gonna do next week, bro. Who knows? But I'm ready. I'm ready for chapter day. I'm ready for fucking chapter day. I'm excited because the manga's going fire right now. Anime was cool, but peace. Take care. Thank y'all.